down here at Hail Print in Davenport, Iowa, dropping off the truck, getting it wrapped. Really excited about this. Been working on this design for a little while, and it's going to be definitely different whenever we pick it up. So thank you, Under Armour. It's going to be cool. All right, back down here at Hail Print, picking up the truck. Absolutely blown away. Seen this thing, little pictures, and saw what the rough draft and kind of the digitized version was going to look like, but until you see it in person, it's 10 times better than I thought. Laid down the Baron camo everywhere. We've got the UA logo up top on the hood, and just coming on down the side. Come on down here. We've got Under Armour here on the fender. We laid down the Primal Divide logo on the door all the way through. We've got partners down through here: Cold Steel, Stealth, Avian, Walkers, Luminox, Scent Crusher, Real World, Top Notch Customs. Top Notch is who did, they actually did the wheels and tire package on here. And then Jim Beyer there in Fort Madison, they did the lift kit on this truck, and it's where I purchased the truck as well. And then stepping over here, we've got the Diamondback cover sitting up top. Put the DB logo on top of that, so when I do the drone shots, you'll be able to see that. On this side, partner logos: Diamondback, Grizzly, Hoyt, Old Barn, Loophole, HHA, Crispy, Red Arrow Weapons. Same Baron pattern going down, Primal Divide over here. Under Armour, and we'll wrap around this front. Under Armour logo right on the hood over here. Just blown away. Hail Print absolutely killed it. Amazing job. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can wrap vehicles, and to do it right, it's actually taking the headlights out, taking the tail lights out, so you can take off the door handles and actually being able to tuck things in. I mean, it's flawless. There's no wrinkles anywhere, there's no creases. I know that there was a picture, they had these popped out. Everything was popped out so they can tuck all that stuff in and do it the right way. It's a whole lot different than just doing kind of some decals or kind of a wrap on a commercial vehicle, but unbelievable. Finally, I got my truck back. It's cool. All right, so we've got the Under Armour truck done, got it back from Hail Print. We've got the Under Armour Baron pattern as the base color. You can see the Under Armour logo there. We've got the Fuel Rebel wheels and the Kenda tires. This was done by Top Notch Customs, and then the truck was purchased at Jim Beyer, and they actually did the Fox Shock lift kit as well on here. We've got Primal Divide going down the door. I've got the traction recovery, the Yakima rack up top, and then I've got the Smitty-built rooftop tent. So pull the cover off, tent basically sandwiches out, and this is kind of my overland rig. It's a whole lot cheaper than hotels. Coming around the back, I've talked about this before. One of the main reasons that I went with the Yakima rack is it gave me a little bit more distance. I didn't want the tall one. I believe that one's the Outpost, and this is the Overhaul. I might have those backwards, sorry. Nonetheless, we did do a Diamondback logo up top, so whenever I don't have the tent, it's pretty cool. You can see it from the overhead shots, but I went with a little bit more distance versus before I had the Front Runner rack on here. And Front Runner, it's a cool rack, but it ended up creating a lot of dead space. At least this way, I can slide some duffel bags, some other soft goods up there, smaller coolers, bow cases, gun cases, that kind of stuff. I can still put some stuff up top, and I'm not really losing any storage. Did the UA across the back, and then down here at the bottom, got the Sorinex mustache down here. But up underneath here, I've got the Grizzly, one of the Grizzly big coolers under there. That's the key thing, is just making sure I can slide those underneath there. did the mountain hatch smooth cover on the tailgate. This is a really nice system, keeps everything nice, it's smooth, and it cleans up really, really nice. That's the other thing I like. Got another Rotopax for fuel in here on this side. This one's got 2 gallons of gas. It's pretty nice. I've actually had to use it a couple times on the interstate. Then coming on around over here, we've got Cold Steel, Stealth, Avian X, Walkers, Luminoc, Odor Crusher, Real World, and Top Notch. This actually just switched over from Scent Crusher to Odor Crusher because they just recently sold. More Rotopax. These are just the small gallon for water. So this will be just extra water storage that ultimately will get boiled in like a jet boil or something like that. But like I said, I've got the Smittybilt tent. I've looked at a lot of different tents over the years, and I reached out to iCamper, heard a lot of good things about it because I was kind of looking for maybe a hard shell tent that kind of opened more clamshell style. iCamper never even returned my call or my email, so oh well. Smittybilt's still rocking. Primal Divide down the side, and then inside here, one of the things that I always run, keep with me, is the My Medic kits. On their website, they've got a ton of different kits that you can order and get it kind of the way you want it, or you can just piece them together. You can buy your own bag and add the items that you want. Or like I said, they already have a lot of kits put together that have all the important stuff. You know, this one you can see the scissors and a tourniquet here on the outside. And then once it opens up, it's got everything in here. This one's pretty loaded down. So sodium chloride water. I actually added some stop bleeding, some bleed stop here from a buddy of mine down in Texas. Sent me a bunch of these kits here, and you could just never have enough of that kind of stuff. That stuff's super important. You get into emergency and you need to stop some bleeding really fast. They make a ton of different kits, even for the home, like getting simple nosebleeds with kids or whatever. Or you know, somebody's running their mouth and gets popped in the face, and you might need to stop a nosebleed. But so I really dig these. My Medic's a super awesome company. I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description. But yeah, man, that's the UA wrap. As always, running with Diamondback on all the covers. And like I said, this one, some of the new features would be the Yakima rack, the Rotopax stuff. Still have the same Smittybilt tent, but this truck's ready for action. We got here at the end of summer, and fall hunts are gonna be kicking off here in just another month or so. So finally we've got everything set up in the way that we need it. Now we just gotta add the gear for each hunt.